Forgive me. How do I take this up? I am a little nervous tonight. I asked ChatGPT for advice on what to wear. It's a good idea, I think. What do you guys think? I'm not asking. So, my name is Cooper, and friends who have known me for way too long know me as the Wandering Wizard. I recently had a salmon, a $13.99 Costco salmon. I had the oil fizzling. I had the hell yeah. I had the oil fizzling. I had a dress shirt on, not this, and my date, the salmon, was looking so good. I looked at my phone and I saw I got a text from somebody that I had met 2 weeks prior, and she says, "Hey, I'm nearby with a group of friends. It would be very funny if you came by and you caused a scene." And I look at it and I'm like, could be funny. Would be funny. So I run to my closet and I'm like, what am I gonna wear? Who am I? Am I the ex-boyfriend who's estranged, or am I an angry farmer who lost his animal? And I found this. It was very awesome. It was great. I ran over to the mall where they were, and I did some magic tricks for some kids. They weren't magic tricks. I took out my orb. This is my orb. I took out my orb and I was like, I can predict your name. And I'd look at their faces and I'd go, and I'd try and guess their name. And when they'd smile, I'd go, okay, that's the compliment. I got about half their name when I kind of gave up. And I did the look over there, and I ran away. Classic. That's my favorite magic trick. Disappearing act. And then I found the Barnes & Nobles in which they were in. And so I didn't decide to go in. I decided to kind of sit down in front of the pillar and was just pretending to sleep. Like a normal person. And I got I think a couple people thought I was homeless, a homeless wizard. I don't see it. And a couple people thought I just was there for pictures. And I got a couple really cool pictures. But I pretended to sleep, and I heard a yelp. And I look over and I see my friend, and it's a group of 3 women and 1 man. And I see them, and beforehand I'd ask, hey, what's the event? Is it a birthday? And she's like, it's a birthday of my friend named Jennifer. And I was like, you gave me too much information. So I wake up, everyone wake up. They're all looking confused. And I go, Jennifer? They start walking, they ignore me. And I go, Jennifer? They walk faster, they are ignoring me. And then I get up and I start walking towards them and I go, Jennifer! And this is when I kind of realize that I'm dressed as a wizard, chasing a group of women in a mall. Yelling the name. And, I gotta commit to the bit. So, my friend she's in on the bit, so she managed to stop them, and they're all looking at me, and I'm like, which one of you is Jennifer? And the one man in the group very smartly came up and was like, I'm Jennifer. I was like, I have to play this. And so I was like, Jennifer, I heard it's your birthday today. Follow me! And I ran. I ran again. I love running, if you don't know. Kind of a dasher. I turned the corner and I waited for them there. And I was improvising at this point. I was like, I didn't think I'd get this far. But I saw them walk past, and I was like, thank you. And then I saw him and I was like, okay, it's time. You need to find this specific thing. And I was looking through my phone and I was like, what do I get? And I was like, okay. Let me take out my other orb. And then I took a picture of him, and I said, you need to find him. And then I ran out, and I ran into traffic. I got home, and I immediately went and asked ChatGPT if it was weird. It said yes. And then I texted and apologized. They had fun, though. Thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Give it up for the great